Known as the king of the four-rounders, Eric Butterbean Esch was a legend. With 20 victories in the first round alone, he was firing up arenas during the Mike Tyson era by taking out novices. Butterbean only went past the four-round distance once. Who was that opponent? The great Larry Holmes. Enjoying a colorful career, Esch was a fan beloved despite not being in the best shape. He made headlines as he constantly smashed his opponents and produced excitement. Let's look at some of the most brutal knockouts in Butterbean's career. Number 10. Talon. Butterbean wasn't in a hurry and Talon punched a good right-hand shot at the beginning of the battle. In the third round, Eric missed a couple of good jabs and decided it was time to finish and forced another exchange of punches on Kevin at the ropes, and the chances of a tired Kevin winning looked grim. The outcome of the meeting is another Butterbean victory coming in the form of a brutal knockout. Number 9. Marcus Rode. In the first round, Marcus Rode was sharper, but it didn't help him. He got tired very quickly and Eric finished the business in the third round. Number 8. Lindberger. In 2000, Butterbean had to face one of his toughest opponents and defend his championship title. His challenger was George Lindberger, named the Terminator, who, unlike Eric's past opponents, also liked to send people to the hospital. Before his fight with Butterbean, he had knocked out 17 people. Butterbean had no problem getting close, and he landed a cracking knockout on the Terminator with a precise hit taking only 19 seconds. Number 7. Norris. Norris moved very fast in the first round and even tried to go for a knockout win, but in the second round he was on the brutal knockout list of Butterbean. Number 6. Phillips. From the first round it became clear that Eric would finish the fight whenever he wanted, and he did it in the second round with his great punch. Number 5. Graham. In the first round, Patrick only works with a jab while Eric holds a series of punches. At the end of the round, Patrick throws a good combination, but it only makes Eric angry. At the beginning of the third round, Butterbean hits a strong punch, which puts Graham down. Number 4. Springer. Butterbean already had 9 wins and 0 losses, and Eric was ready to face his doppelganger, Paul Springer, who looked like Eric, only he looked more like a bodybuilder. For Paul, this fight was over very swiftly after 47 seconds. Butterbean hit a very solid right hand, and that was the end of it. Number 3. Luis Monaco. 2 weeks after his last fight with Pat Jackson, Eric decided to test the power of Luis Monaco, who was in his second fight as a pro and had no losses so far. Eric immediately lunged at Luis and sent him to the canvas. A couple of seconds later, Butterbean threw his series of punches again, and Luis landed a second time on the ground. Number 2. Butterbean vs. Baker. Judging by James's attitude, he wanted to upset the spectators who loved Butterbean and always warmly supported him. Baker had a record of 1 win and 5 losses, so he didn't stand much of a chance. Unfortunately, the Baker had enough for one exchange, and 18 seconds into the fight, Butterbean dropped him, and he didn't even try to get up. Number 1. Eaton 2. In March 1998, Butterbean needed to wrap up one case that had ended in the first draw of his career 6 months earlier. By then, Eric was already the IBA heavyweight champion, and a 4-round king with a record of 37 wins with 1 draw and 1 loss. In round 1, Billy is showering the champ with punches, who as usual is charged with a 1 punch to put the feisty cowboy lights out. So, the start of the encounter is won by Billy, who wastes a lot of energy and dances around Eric in the second round. Billy missed a punch that sent him into a knockdown, but rapidly got up and continued the fight. In the third segment, Butterbean stood at the ropes, Muhammad Ali style, triggered Billy to work, and then decided to erase his opponent's memory, thanks to a deep knockout that Butterbean was aiming for. Billy couldn't survive the third leg of the encounter, and Butterbean knocked him out of all desire to take the championship title that rightfully belongs to Eric. This was win 38 for Eric, with 28 of them coming by way of knockout. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed it. Until next time.